Oh, it's starting. Shoot! Today, oh my god, I can't even start a conversation without wanting to present that something is happening or present about this topic that I want to talk about in my very presentery voice. When I just want to sit down and talk, I'm sad. I'm sad today. And I feel like I'm never not going to be sad like this. I was talking to my therapist today, and she said, "What do you want to talk about today?" And I said, "Well, let's talk about something that's been plaguing me for the past year." Let's talk about that. We got into it, and of course, from the moment I opened my lips, just the floodgates of my eyes just opened up. And I talked about my ex-best friendship with my ex-best friend. Duh. My ex-best friendship with my hamster. Imagine. I had a best friend for 7 years. And I thought this man was gonna be with me till I died. Till I died. And he's not, of course. And lately I've been thinking about it really in depth, going through the motions of grief, because our friendship died. And I wish I could be the type of person where I could just process something within a couple of months, and just to know that, like, oh, well, whatever, like, that person doesn't care about me, I can move on knowing that they don't care about me. I don't want to waste my energy. But no, I care deeply about this person still, and there is not like a week that goes by that I don't think about this person. And it makes me so upset. It makes me so mad that a person who does not care about me, who did not care about me at the end of our friendship, a person who does not care about me, a person who, at the very end of our friendship, did not put in the effort that I was willing to put in, that they plague my mind every single day. It upsets me in ways I cannot describe. I don't even want to talk about the situation. I just want to talk about the idea of having a best friend and having a friendship breakup. Friendship breakups are much harder than relationship or intimate romantic breakups, because when you go through a breakup with a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a partner, you at least know that there are stages to one day getting better and then one day potentially replacing them. Every partner is meant to be replaceable in a way, right? Not in the way that their personality can be replaced, but in the way that the tasks that they do for you, the things they do for you, the role they fill in your life is meant to be replaced. If I was going to sound so dark, but if I passed away today, Chris will not be able to replace me as a person, but will one day probably get married again and have a wife. We'll have to deal with the effects of dealing with that, or like if Chris and I just divorce out of nowhere, he'll move on, But with a friendship, you go through a friendship, you get close to somebody, you bond with them, you feel like they're the only people in the world who will ever see you for all you are. And then you break up as friends, and that role can't be replaced. Like, are you kidding? What am I supposed to do now? Am I supposed to find a new you? I can't. Do I even want to find a new you if we ended horribly? I don't want to. I just feel so empty sometimes when I think about my past friendship, knowing that I just will never be able to replace it. Because a large part of me as my therapist says, knows I don't need him. But I want that security again. But then she also told me, you have a husband and your husband is your best friend. Like, and as much as I agree, as much as I cannot I cannot like ask for a better person to be my life partner. I also, since having gone through this friendship breakup, feel like, oh, no, just anybody could just walk into my life, get close to me, and leave. As much as now I have a best friend in my husband, I also have the dread and the fear that anybody could just leave my life because of multiple people have and will, you know? Like, that's the cynical part of it all. I feel like I'm just constantly reminded anybody could leave you and multiple people will leave you. And if they don't leave you, you will leave them, you know? So I was really, really sad because I don't like to be reminded of that anybody could just leave at any time. But at the same time, it's really nice to know that I had that type of a level of a friendship with somebody because I really, really wanted that in my childhood. You know, my therapist asked me, she was like, do you want to be friends with him? And I said, no, I don't want to be friends with him. I don't want to feel like crap all the time. I don't like knowing that I let somebody that close to me and they could just do that to me ever again. I don't want that. Ultimately, I just want to stop feeling like this. Like, I want to stop being scared of people and like being scared of closeness and intimacy with friends because I don't want to be hurt again. That's really just it. But it's just like, I just feel like I'm consistently let down by people, and you have to put yourself out there in order to like experience great things. But I don't want to do that. I'm so tired of putting myself out there, you know. But you have to, but I don't want to do that. Oh my God. But ultimately, I'm happy that I can feel the things that I'm feeling and that I am sensitive. I was talking to my therapist about that. I was like, why? I hate being sensitive. I wish I just didn't take things so personally. But she was like, we need more sensitivity in this world. Are you kidding me? In terms of like, if people were more sensitive, there would be less hurt and less crime or whatever. So it's okay to be sensitive because some things you just shouldn't be desensitized to. But yeah, I just was having a hard time and I was feeling really sad, but I think it's good that I feel this way because at least I know that I had something of value and then I can move on and find other things of value and create things of value. And just remind myself I'm just so much better than my loneliest moments and my saddest moments because at least they create things of value. But in a couple moments ago, I just was not seeing the bright side. Because the thing is, like, I was so in the moment of just being upset. You know, when you're so sad and you're so reactive that you can't think about anything other than just being sad and reactive, that you just say everything you want to say. And then now that I've said it, I'm kind of like, well, that wasn't that bad. Like, life isn't that hard. It feels like it. It feels like the world is just over. And then you get over it and you're like, oh, like today's just a Wednesday. There'll be plenty of other Wednesdays. There's plenty of other good times. There's plenty of laughs to be had. There's so much value that I can find. Anyways, that's really just it. I was sad and now I'm happy, but I'm happy that I got my thoughts out about that because I don't want to deny myself feeling authentic things. So